This is a little bit awkward talking to a computer screen, but I welcome you here to play The Sims 4 with me. I've created 2 Sims, they're siblings. The first one is Kian, and he's aspiring to be a game developer. His ambition is maybe one day to develop his own game and publish it. Wants to be an indie dev, essentially. And I got inspired by these glasses. They reminded me so much of the early 2000s, so I kind of just ran with that idea, and I based his entire look on the early 2000s, at least what I think the early 2000s are for me. And to my memory, essentially. These are his outfits. I've never used this top before, but this was so reminiscent of like clothing that Naruto wears, or the characters in Naruto wear, that I had to wear because Naruto for me represents the early 2000s perfectly. These are the rest of his outfits, and his aspiration is computer whiz. He likes purple and video gaming. I didn't really play with the other preferences and stuff. I thought that they could come like naturally to him as we play along. And he's a geek, perfectionist, and to spice things up a little bit, I made him socially awkward. I really like in The Sims Medieval, which is a great game in my opinion. You always had to kind of pick a fatal flaw. Not to say that being socially awkward is a flaw, but just to spice things up a little bit and add a little bit of difficulty, I made him socially awkward. This is his sister Anika, and she's a lot more outgoing compared to Kian. Although I think Kian will develop quite close friends that he can maybe have like a LAN party with, but Anika compared to him is a lot more outgoing, and I kind of see her throwing a lot of parties while Kian is kind of held up in his room, maybe not avoiding but being kind of too scared to come out of his room and socialize with people. And her aspiration is to be friend of the world, and she just likes red. I didn't put anything else. She is outgoing, creative, and I made her a freegan, which kind of refers to her being interested in dumpster diving and stuff like that. I don't really see her going down that path necessarily, but I thought she might be a good candidate for the style influencer career, and I thought that maybe with that she can also do stuff like the trendy thrift store designing. So I thought maybe the free can kind of pair well with thrifting. And same as Kian, I gave Anika a little bit of like a early 2000s look, at least in my opinion, with the hat and the plastic bangles and the kind of embroidered jeans. These are the rest of her outfits. And I just think that we'll just play their story and explore their sibling dynamic as well as their goals and aspirations. I don't really have that much planned out, but what I do want is as this finished uploading, I was thinking of a little bit of a backstory for them as I was creating them, and I came up with the backstory that they grew up in maybe like a smaller town, maybe like something like Appaloosa Plains or Veronaville or something like that, and as a family they played Myshuno, which was a Sims 2 bingo game. And playing that growing up, they always dreamed of moving to San Myshuno and experiencing life in the big city. So I think that is where we'll start. San Myshuno is also one of my favorite worlds to play in. For a long time it was the only place where you could live in an apartment as well, so, and I really like the festivals and the like districts, or should I say. And I think we'll start with the spice market, but as they progress they may be able to move into the fashion district with Anika's dreams of breaking into the fashion industry, and Kian also might enjoy the fashion district because I believe that is where GeekCon is held. So that can be their shared goal, is to one day live in the fashion district. But today they will be living in the spice district in one of my favorite apartments. This apartment has the lot trait needs TLC, so it has quite a lot of little quirks that you need to play with or like play around. There's like these plumbing that can break quite easily, as well as the electric, and these little rat holes, and I believe little bugs sometimes crawl up the wall somewhere around here. But let's just start off with building. I'm not a great builder, but I do enjoy building and decorating. So let's start with that. I'll first do something that always bugs me a little bit, is for some reason this level, especially like this, does not match the lower levels at all compared to the rest of the apartments which match everything. So I always like add this window right here and change the direction of the door. But let's start thinking of a layout. I already have kind of a layout in mind, but let's start off by picking the flooring. I like this flooring, but it is quite expensive. It's the chestnut planks for 8 simoleons, and I think our best bet is to go with something a little bit cheaper. I do like this. There's too many decisions. That is a hard word to say. I do like this. It kind of has that weathered look, because this is an older apartment, which is why I think I'll choose this as the walls. It just kind of has that more weathered, lived-in look. And usually when I play in this apartment, I like to make this a little like laundry room, So like the laundry and washer can go right here, or like the dryer and washer, and then they have access to the electric box. But I think right now we'll have quite low on funds after we finish building this house or apartment. That will be like future plans. I think I'll make this a little bit bigger. These will be the bedrooms, and then the kitchen, what I imagine would be the dining room and the living room right here. Although we may change it up. I don't really know. Just quite yet. Let's start by adding the doors as well. I think this is a good door. It has a little bit more height, but not like crazy. I would like it if some of the doors, like for the medium height, were a little bit more normal looking, but that's okay. I will work with it. I guess we can't place the door. Okay, we'll place the door right there. It's fine. I think I'll start with the bedrooms first. I'll take a look at our Sims. Anika has a little bit more red going on, and Kian a little bit more purple. Purple furniture in The Sims is really lacking, but we'll see what we can do with that. I actually know exactly what kind of dresser I want for Anika. I know dressers aren't like a necessity, especially when we're low on funds. Or not yet, but I believe we will be after we get the basics done. But I think it's important for her, because she's in the fashion career, or she'll be in the style influencer career, that she has a wardrobe. And I think this one is absolutely perfect. It's got the weathered wooden look with the little red flowers, and I think it just looks great. This is one of my favorite wardrobes. I rarely use this color, but I think for her it will go very, very well. And let's look for a bed for her. I think I'll want a 2-person bed. This might be an option. This might be an option. I think I might use this one for her, and I was just looking at the purple over here. I think works well for Kian, so I might actually use this one for Kian. Yeah, I do like this bed a lot, and I think we can tie more of the red in somehow a little bit later. Just looking at the swatches and things. I don't really have my mind set on any of the furniture yet. Maybe we could go with a light next. I was thinking for Anika to have a little bit of like a vintage feel, or like a eclectic, something that, you know, you might see at like a thrift store quite easily, like she has picked up. Ooh, I think the flea market comes on Sundays, so that might be a good place to go before I finish. Oh, I want the vanity. But before I finish completely furnishing their house, I think I'll go and check the flea market, especially for like a sofa and stuff like that. I do want a vanity for her though. I think it fits very well. The vibe. I can't help but like the yellow. Although I'm using everything but red for her. Maybe we'll look for like a red rug. That is so small. That's quite nice, I think. Maybe we can give her like a chair, you know, something you throw your clothes on before going to bed, and it just keeps collecting more and more. Ooh. I do like that. I think I'll move on, but I kind of like the basics of what we have going on here. I'll like decorate last, because with like clutter and painting and stuff, because that's not the most important thing right now. I do want to give Kian a desk at least. I kind of like these ones. This is not the one. This one. I was thinking of this one. Let's look at. I think this one fits a little bit better, like the backboard or the cork board. Yep. And a little desk chair. And I'll go with the cheapest one we have right now, the cheapest computer we have, because we need to save a little bit of money, at least somewhere. I do like the little weathered look, or like the worn out look. Once again, this is one of my all-time favorite lamps, but I don't think for him. Maybe this watch, or maybe this watch. will work a little bit better. And let's give him a rug as well. I was thinking of tying in a little bit more of that purple. Yeah, I like this one, I think. And I did say that I was saving decorating for the last, but I do have in mind a poster that I want to give him. It has kind of like a Minecraft. It's not this one, but I do like this one. It's kind of like a Pink Floyd. I think it came with High School Years, but I don't recall. Exactly what it looks like. This is cute though. I think I'll give her those though. Even though I said I wasn't gonna decorate just yet, but I can't keep my mind focused on the task at hand. Ah, this one. And when I was talking about Minecraft, I think this is like Minecraft inspired, so I do like it a lot. Maybe it can be kind of like his inspiration. Bathroom. I'm gonna do this quite quickly. I don't think it's that important what it looks like. I do want like a shower tub combo. That was the only thing that I wanted to get in. Maybe we'll even do like the matching Parenthood. Counters in sink. And I'll put my favorite mirror, which is this one. Just have to pick the color. I'll go with the dark brown. And I will go with the cheapest toilet, I think. I'll go with the Modern Relief. And I'll remember to add toilet paper. And maybe I'll even add a little cleaning bucket. Just some simple tiles. Maybe a little bit of brick and some tiles though. maybe something like that. I think it looks fine. And then we'll move on to the kitchen. Again, I don't think we have that many options. I think I want to kind of keep it cheap but neat, so I'll go with these base game counters. Just again thinking of the colors. I think I'll put the stove right here, so I'll leave it empty. And I think my goal is to have a bar so that Anika can entertain guests at the parties that she hosts, but I don't think we have enough money because I think the bar that matches these counters is quite expensive. Like, yeah, the sloop is cheaper with like the 4 than it is with the smaller one, which is always confused me as to why the junior is more expensive. So I don't think we'll purchase that just yet, and we need to make friends before we start having these parties, so it's not our priority currently to have the bar just yet. But I think the kitchen layout at least is done, and I think it's quite natural for the dining room to be here, or like the dining table. Just testing things out again. I think I'll just go with the good old classic. I like this table quite a lot. And maybe we'll do even the classic chairs that I usually give it. I think over here we could fit in a fireplace. I just don't know if I want these like old fireplaces or actual fireplace. I do like this one, and I think it fits the old apartment feel quite well too. Oh yeah, for the living room I won't purchase the sofa just yet because I think with the flea market, if it is coming, that I'll try to purchase the sofa from there. That is quite a small TV though. That's so expensive though. Okay, we'll go with the smaller one, and let's just give this small game console that came with the cozy celebration event. It was like last year on Christmas, I think, that this was released. I'll just go with the gray for now. Okay, and in terms of decorating, because I think we have the like the general layout at least, and everything that we need. I don't remember what skill the fashion career needs, so I don't remember it's photography or painting. But I did give her a little bit of like a Polaroid picture, so if it's photography, that will be quite fun. And I'm just now thinking of what kind of lamps. I do like this one. I think that looks like a basic kitchen light. Or is it more fitting for the entryway? Maybe for the kitchen light I'll go with, there's this one wicker this one, the natural rope lamp that I do like to use a lot in my kitchens. Yeah, I think that looks quite good. Maybe for the dining room, something like that. And living room. I don't fully know what kind, but I do like... What's the one that came with pets that kind of looks like this? Oh, this one. This one also has natural rope or finest of sailor nuts and crafted from sea glass. I don't know, I just think it kind of matches the vibe. But maybe this one doesn't. It kind of looks a little bit industrial over here. Maybe we can give that to the dining area and for the living room. Something a little bit more simple. Or maybe we don't choose just yet. Or maybe we do. Okay, maybe like that. So finally we can go on to decorating. I'll leave at least like 2,000 to 3,000 simoleons in the bank. So we can go to a flea market and see what kind of stuff it has to offer. And I don't know what it is, but I really like making my apartments a little bit like lived in looking. I wouldn't say like dirty, but this does look quite dirty. But I think it just kind of gives a little bit more character to builds in general when you have these little scuff marks and dirt and grime. Not to say these people are dirty, but it is an old apartment that they are living in. These are like cat claw marks. Maybe a previous tenant had a cat as well. Maybe that's a little bit too much. I won't do anything for the balcony just yet. And curtains for bedrooms at least are quite important in my opinion. Maybe this kind of pull up or pull down. What is it called? Roman curtain. I don't know if that's actually called. That's what it's called when they're like. They're called, I think, blinds or something like that. When it's like you can like pull this down and up. Kian's room. Maybe we just go with black. I think actually I'll put on the move objects on cheat. I don't like to cheat in the game as like in terms of gameplay, but I don't think the move objects on cheat is technically like a gameplay cheat. But I do like to kind of I don't want to say like struggle, but like have the challenge of making money in the game, so I don't play with like money cheats or anything like that. I feel like Sims becomes quite boring and easy after you obtain money, so I'd rather not cheat. I do kind of like using this as like a little mat under the sink. It kind of reminds me of like a splash mat, I think. So when you're washing dishes, you don't like do any sort of like water damage to the flooring, as well as like your feet aren't sore from just standing in one place. Just gonna alt these in place. I think I also want to give them some sort of appliance. Maybe the pressure cooker or the kettle. I don't know which one though. I think a pressure cooker is more useful for me in terms of like playing the game. I don't really know. I think if we go for like the early 2000s, they would have like a phone on the wall. Just put that right there. I think it kind of makes sense to be in the kitchen. Obviously that isn't like non-functional. This, I was looking for this. I think it's kind of cute. Maybe we could put like this one as well over there. Trio of flavor. I think it came with the new or the newer base game update. Because I don't think I've used this before in a build. Just thinking, what else could we use? I don't want to clutter too much because it will look kind of weird when one place is just clutter and the rest is kind of not. But maybe we'll give them like little cardboard boxes and stuff because they're still like kind of moving in. So I think that kind of might make a little bit of sense. As to why it's kind of bare looking. Collection of games. Yes. I'm pretty sure there's also like a manga stuck with the same, or I think it came with the Cozy Gamer kit. I don't have the newer kits, but I have older ones. Oh, Comfy Gamer. No, this is the one we have. This one. I was like, I'm sure we have something like that. And because she has like those Polaroids, I think I'll give her this as well. Actually, I don't fully know what this is though. My sticker collection. Oh, it's a sticker collection. I don't know why, but I just love decorating in this game. Oh, I was just talking about The Sims medieval, so I think I'll put that there. And maybe the manga stuck and kind of go next to his bed. I'll read his manga before going to bed. And I was just thinking that maybe we could have like a shelf situation by the front door. Maybe this green one. I know she's supposed to be red, but she has a lot of green, and this one has green and purple, which kind of ties him as well. And I love the little keys that are on there. And the lanyard, which might be like Kian's lanyard. I was also thinking of like a radiator, but I don't know where exactly those are. they are here. Because I think it kind of fits right over here, right in front of this weird vent they have going on. Let's put another one right there, even though there's a fireplace. And what else do we need? I was thinking of a fire alarm, but I don't know. I think those are in a... Oh, yeah, here. I'll put a fire alarm right there. And... I think this is gonna be about done as far as like furnishing for them. I've spent quite a lot of time already on furnishing, but that's okay. I'm not in a rush, at least. Maybe a couple more plants scattered around. And a trash can. Okay. I think that should do it in terms of like starting out. I am quite happy with how their apartment turned out, and I have these boxes, so we know that it's not fully finished yet and that they're still moving in. So finally we can actually start by playing. I'll just save real quick and hopefully, yep, everything is running smoothly and maybe we can have a deep conversation with our sister first.
Yes.
And give her a little hug.
Forny Fatoza Bab.
If it's a May.
Peniops.
Yeah, I think the flea market is happening.
Yes.
I think this just changed.
Pomeray. Lenarget Meebe. Shwe Bow. Orphan. Kabura. Yibs Yibs. Floncilia Draz.
Did I have their
So-
family dynamics
Ah, canoe.
close? Oh, how sweet, Kian. Really appreciate receiving such a kind attention from Anika just now. Does this mean Kian particularly likes affection? Sure, why not?
So.
Melissa!
Messiah.
I think the first thing I'll have them do though is find a career. Or join a career, so to speak. Okay. Here's the style influencer. By identifying the right colors trendy patterns, the unseen ensemble pairings, and identifying the right person to act as a vehicle for such insight, the style influencer can twist the world towards a more cohesive end. And the career branches are trendsetter or stylist. And with that, you can create like trends and stuff, and then the townies will follow said trends. So work assignment, interview sims, sure. So gone are the days of like ugly townie generated outfits. Which I really like. So when she creates trends, townies will like wear them. But I think it comes quite a bit later on. I think it was like level 6 or 7 where you can actually just create the trends. And I just forgot that we get also this trending style board, like a mood board essentially, that is part of her career. Let's just put it right there in the brown swatch. And over there she can kind of like add impressions. Like
Hey, Yumbala. Meh, Izzy.
and let's have her go out already. And Kian can do whatever he wants to do. Oh, it's a beautiful sunny day here. And let's go and greet some of our neighbors. We have just Minder.
Pimib. Lashu.
Nopsa. So.
Guru Pinavi.
And this is the thing I like about San Myshuno is that it feels quite busy and lived in. Like there's people busking and there's people playing with the basketballs and people like just walking around, and there's the food carts and stuff like that. I think the newer worlds tend to be quite big, but they feel a lot more empty, while these lots are kind of small, but they feel very well lived in, and they also have quite a lot of activities, like there's fishing and collections like the posters and snow globes. I usually really like completing collections. Discuss outfits. I think there was like a option to interview outfits, but there. So what was I saying? I really like collections and completing them. It's one of my favorite aspects of The Sims 4. Like in terms of like gameplay, is to complete collections. And I was told that I don't use any like gameplay cheats. I also don't really use any mods. I currently don't have any mods because I re-downloaded The Sims onto my new computer because my old one was really crappy. So I haven't had the chance to download any mods. There are some mods that I do really like Twisted Maxie's Tool and Better Build My mod, but they are not essential for me. A lot of the essential mods I have or like have had are usually just to fix like broken aspects of the game that EA hasn't fixed yet, but I don't really have any major problems with the game currently, so I don't think I will be needing any mods. But if I download some, I'll definitely put them in the description below, so you can know what mods I'm using.
So.
And Diego Lobo,
Haga. Rix.
we will interview you. Oh, and this was like the furniture I was kind of looking for. There's this, which is kind of like exclusive to the flea market, as well as this lamp, and I think we will purchase both. We kind of bugged out right there. But okay, that's better. Ooh, Akira. I do really like him. That and is it Sully? Are like my favorite townies.
Nopsa.
At least like male townies.
Dag!
Marik Poshaba.
Can we interview you as well?
Oh, Tinkwell.
Although we have completed our quest, but it is quite nice to get to know Akira a little bit better. Oh my god.
On 'em up.
Georgia May.
Viva Desu, Stebu Plebo.
This is why we need to style influencer career.
Furnish shoes. Damash.
Also this lamp is exclusive to the flea market. But I don't know if I really need it. It is cute though, so maybe we'll buy it because it's only 22.
Zamonis Arrow. Oh,
Okay, stop chatting.
Sugar blue.
Bobi Ibsa Bibdo.
Ah,
Yabo.
Opala Chaba.
Hello,
Davishi.
And maybe we can even look for some snow globes as well, so we can get a little bit more decorations for our house. No posters available though, but that's okay. Oh, and our luck is very poor currently, and it looks like I was gonna say Akira, but it's Anika is feeling kind of sad over that. The city bridge snow globe is not bad though, in my opinion. Is it? Kind of judgmental. I think it looks kind of cute. I think it will have a place on the mantelpiece. And a Magnolia steamboat. I actually like this one better. Okay. I do want the bluer couch, so I'm kind of less inclined to go with this rug though, because I think it looks a little bit too samey. Of course we could put this one over here. And then a different rug over here in the living room. The question is, what kind of rug do we want though? I do kind of like that. And the lamp can go right there, and I know just the swatch that I want. Although it has kind of funky colors, but I think I want this one. It's a little bit more worn out than this one. And the disc lamp that we got, I think I'll keep it in the pink. One thing, I think we need a stereo or like a radio or something. This is one of my favorites, and I think I'll still use it. Now that we have our essentials down, I think we can spend a little bit more money on the furnishings now. I don't really know what kind of curtains would fit this one the best. I kind of like it without actually like this part, but I think I may come back to it. Okay. And I'll just leave the snow globe right there for now. And we'll go chat with Lily Fang. She is a nice lady, even though she is quite rich. She's got nice style. I like the dress that she always wears. I'll ask her about her day and maybe we can ask her about her career. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, she's not vibing with us. Oh, she's a CEO of Dewey Cheatham and Howie. Okay, maybe she's not a nice person. Okay, we're entering her. So we get Darling Walsh. She is, I believe, a roommate of Akira. Oh, and Raj is our neighbor, so we can introduce ourselves to him as well. And what are we? Oh, we're getting to know Raj's mother, Jita.
Orphan? Kabura? Stoon Weebus? Ziffle Fuba?
You can do that.
Fimpy.
That is fine. Did we introduce ourselves? Yes.
Pakoya.
How about
Zapate. Voya Swag.
Ayo? I do not want to introduce myself to Georgia. Is he? Dwayne. Oh, he's a teen. Maybe not. Let's not introduce ourselves to him. Yes. Okay.
Olaba. Flurbus.
Huh? Zabora?
Milza. For Bobna. Sminchy
Just having a afternoon outing at the squares. There's so many people here. I kind of love it.
Nerkska Shararg. Rainham
Sholip, what's up?
And I love how the shadows look when the sun's setting. Very picturesque. We are. And Kian over here is watching TV and reading books. Being a little bit of a loner, but that's okay. He's played 3 hours of his video games. I think we could play a little bit more. Maybe we can play on the TV. Ooh, the light is gonna be very nice. It looks like the shadows are going right here. I don't know why the windows sometimes like glitch out. I always try to like fix it, but oh, imagine. This is almost me, but like it's raining and wet outside and really cold. It's like sludgy now because it's been like -20, but now it's like +0. So it's all wet. But other than that, it's like this is basically me on a lovely afternoon, just playing games, watching the light come in the windows. And while Anika is over, she's getting to know the golden statue. Who's this? Dylan Seppa.
Dag.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Dag.
Sped.
Yeah.
Finerva. Braga.
My kind of goal here for this day was to at least finish one of these expansion goals. Looks like we will be able to do it as long as we... Oh, we did introduce ourselves. Okay, we need one more, and then we can go home and use the bathroom. Did we introduce ourselves to Jita? No. Let's go and introduce ourselves.
Enzanu, Craney, Maya Blue.
Ooh. Nibs! What? Woo!
Go into first person mode. You get here by pressing Shift and Tab at the same time. Did we now finish? Yes, we did. Let's
Zarzuya, you're
and screenshot. Anyway, and it's cold outside. So let's head home. Sugary cream. Just go and use this. It looks like Jasminder is here with the fruit cake, so we won't have to worry about our evening dinner tonight.
Ooh.
Just wait for... Oh, and Kian just got to level 3 of his video gaming. Enter novice game tournaments now. That's cool. Oh, looks like we're gonna be cooking anyway. It's fine. Okay, let's go and welcome our neighbors into our house. The Rasoyas live right next door, right here, and the Beheads live, I think, in this apartment, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we can turn on some music for them as well. I just don't know. Maybe jazz is a good, like, neighborly music. Oh, it looks like Kian just finished the play video games 5 hours in total, so maybe he can now have the strength to introduce himself to our neighbors while Anika cooks. Food for us, how nice.
Safe.
Isn't it nice?
Kunje. Choba Quimsba. Bebas and boy. Derbna Treyu.
And the festival will end in 1 hour, that's fine. Let's go over here and take a piece of this. We did not like the fruitcake. Rarely do my Sims like the fruitcake, but sometimes they do surprise me.
Verobi Sapino? Chinabs.
How about Oh, Kia likes the fruitcake. Was there really any fruit in that cake? Doesn't matter, it was delicious. I don't know about that. Release the Steam vent for the... I don't know if this is a pressure cooker or rice cooker. I think it's a pressure cooker. Because it's a Steam vent.
Tombra.
Grab a serving. Or should I go and grab all servings? I think that's the right choice. But we did not really succeed in making Kanya Mamuang. It's poor quality, but that's okay. If the neighbors complain, it's their fault.
Oh, Bemoise Fene.
Harsigap Aberoy.
These guys were coming. Maybe. We could play some games with Arwen. I think that might be quite fun for Kian.
Femems Pinner Phone.
Anika just had her first experience understanding a positive or resilient romantic outlook. With enough of these kinds of experience, Sims can develop the romantic sage trait as she already passed her impressionable formative years. The trait will be slightly harder for Anika to develop. Doing some work to learn about healthy romance, such as researching on the career or talking to Sims in healthy version, will help increase her understanding in order to develop the trait. I did not know about that. Okay, looks like we're writing an article instead of being social.
Kemple Veruda.
Let's go over here, Anika. Maybe everyone but household at least, because I feel like every time Sims come into our household, they always go straight to the computer.
Graphene new play. Tribna.
So I'll at least look it for other people.
Go. Dasiwa Greenba.
And we can start cleaning up a little bit. Also, Chiuta is not our biggest fan for whatever reason. Maybe she saw the stereo camera and was like, oh, these are gonna be noisy neighbors. And who is taking a bath? Raj. And he's not just taking a bath, he's taking a freaking facial and rose leaf bath. And if you go and take a bath at other Sims houses, they will complain, but he's just here. And he's leaving a mess too. Oh my god.
George Chalbon, Barlene, Sibler.
It seems a little bit ridiculous sometimes, but it's kind of funny.
Kumar Panavi, Variki, Shararg.
Okay, what are you doing? Sleep? No, don't sleep just yet. We are having a social get-together right here. It's not a party, it's a get-together. And we will clean up the
Conqueror Baima.
Lamina
rice that we tried to make.
Watanabe.
And
Kiboy.
check if food is still fresh. Oh yeah, it's the vegan trait. I'll track this one straight to the
Rina da Yankee. Revuda. Flari Griha.
straight to the bin.
Reki Chef Marmu. Chimre Parla Ladimp.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Why is everybody
Sugarblue.
like gathered at the entrance when
Palachaba.
when we have a perfectly nice living room and dining room right here? Because I feel like, okay, who, dude, and
Levite, Boris.
okay, the sips are kind of ridiculous right now because
Wow, gown him.
they're doing every social faux pas you could do
Payun.
when you're
Mimlet. Kiyarba Uchima Tissawa.
visiting.
Kunarb. Abano Plirum Ganira.
Do we argue? Okay, no,
Ah,
we don't
no
argue.
Shaba.
If
Komarim.
we were to argue, we
Lulu,
would argue with Raj,
Saquanerio.
but
Chonkaby. Shaba
who are you to come and
Vinay.
hide under the covers of my brother? No, and you're not gonna sleep there because this is your bed.
Sugarblue.
Holiday.
Lonkus.
Okay, we're so lucky to have such great neighbors like you. Well, that is very kind. And looks like we completed our goal of having 3 friends as well. So we were such great neighbors that Jasminder and Arun became our friends, which is quite nice. Okay, say goodbye to Cheetah, and we will come to bed as well. And I think this might conclude our day as well as the video. This was kind of a random video. I've never really, well, I've never recorded myself playing The Sims before, and it was kind of awkward, but this is the start, and I hope you had fun watching, or maybe you are asleep by now, which is okay too.